and he's standing there with his shirt off, with his shorts on. There's not a man alive who doesn't want to be built like that. They all want to be built like that. Now, the mass and the striations and the vascularity.
This version of him did, but like this version definitely did.
Having trained with Manny Pacquiao had to be a huge asset for you.
But he's always bouncing, he's always moving around.
Yes.
Like he'll bounce for like 20-something rounds. You know, he'll do his pads and he's jumping up and down, and you know, he really is an unbelievable person, unbelievable athlete, and a legend of the sport. I think as time progresses, people really...
During a recent talk, Joe Rogan was clearly impressed by Manny Pacquiao's famous calf muscles and his super-toned body before Pacquiao's second fight with Floyd Mayweather.
To be able to have an opportunity like that to spar 250 rounds with one of the greatest of all time. I mean, he won world titles in what, 8 divisions?
8 divisions, 13 or 14 world titles.
Crazy.
It will never be done again.
Crazy.
And as much as you want to see records broken, and you know, I want to break records, that man is a one of one.
He's a one of one.
Yeah.
I mean, when he knocked down Thurman in that fight, I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
This guy's 40 years old and still can crack and still as fast as lightning.
Yeah, the power that he possesses, but it's not a thumping power, it's that explosive speed, that explosive power, the footwork he gets in position, and all of a sudden he's landed 3, 4, 5 shots and then he's angled off. A lot like I did in my fight against Lopez. You know, a lot of that sparring paid off, and it did shape me. And I know he did put out a tweet as well, saying that I hope the sparring we did, you know, helped you in this fight, and straight away.
That's amazing.
And I was so excited. He's a legend of the sport.
He is a legend, and he's such an unusual guy. You know what's crazy about him is his calves.
Yeah.
When you look
Massive.
at that, they're giant. They're like a thigh.
Rogan pointed out that Pacquiao's fitness could be a major factor if the two legendary boxers face each other once more.
Titles in 8 different weight classes. Who the does that?
And the way he did it, like
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan of Cotto. I love this school, and the way that he beat Cotto, I didn't think nobody could ever do that to him. And it was just like, bro, what the?
Well, his legs, Manny's legs are like tree trunks.
Yeah, and the
It's
hand
crazy.
speed, the power,
speed, everything.
I just always wish that the Mayweather-Pacquiao fight would have.
Manny Pacquiao's amazing body comes not only from good genes, but also from many years of hard training and strict discipline.
Sparring, but then he's on the bag, he's on the shadow boxing, he's there doing the pad work. So that extra rounds just builds that conditioning and that stamina. And that's what I just found, that push more rounds. You know, if your body can keep going, push more and more. That's what.
Pacquiao sticks to a very hard workout plan, which includes running hills at dawn. That exercise has helped a lot in shaping his famous calves and his entire strong body.
Why? Because in General Santos, the mountains that he runs and that steep hill, that's why they're so big, because he's always constantly running the mountains. And I was doing the mountain runs with him.
Yeah.
My calves started getting bigger and bigger.
In addition to hill running, Manny Pacquiao puts his body through a wide range of tough training. This includes long road runs and quick sprint drills. Every workout aims to boost his endurance and quickness.
No excuses.
Even though Manny Pacquiao is naturally smaller, he has worked out so hard that his body alone can scare off any opponent.
Pound, he can't be above Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was a flyweight champion. Not that he turned pro at flyweight. He was good enough as a flyweight to be the lineal champion, the real champion. Now, he didn't win titles in every division. He skipped some of these, but I just want to tell you how flyweight, junior bantam, junior feather, junior light, junior welter,
He's rapping
welter,
again.
junior middle.
He rolling.
And he laid waste to these divisions. Yeah. He fought great fighters. He never ducked anybody. Yeah. Pacquiao, to me, other than Sugar Ray Robinson, he's still one. Pacquiao is the greatest pound-for-pound fighter who ever lived. I can't put Floyd above him.
Yeah.
Any beef?
I agree with you on that. I mean, I've always had Manny Pacquiao above Floyd pound for pound, and just in the history of boxing, you never heard of a guy that could go from those weight classes and still dominate. Knocking out Cotto, knocking out Ricky Hatton with one shot, destroying Oscar De La Hoya.
Destroying
I mean, like, made him look like he was.
Joe Rogan praised how great Manny Pacquiao is, saying it is amazing that he beat Keith Thurman when Pacquiao was in his 40s and Thurman was still in his best years.
In that fight, I was like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
This guy's 40 years old and still can crack and still as fast as lightning.
Yeah, the power that he possesses, but it's not a thumping power. It's that explosive speed, that explosive power, the footwork he gets in position. And all of a sudden he's landed 3, 4, 5 shots and then he's angled off. A lot like I did in my fight against Lopez. A lot of that sparring paid off and it did shape me. And I know he did put out a tweet as well saying that I hope the sparring we did helped you in this fight, and straight away.
That's amazing.
And I was so excited. He's a legend of the sport.
He is a legend, and he's such an unusual guy. You know what's crazy about him is his calves.
Yeah.
When you look
Massive.
at that, they're giant. They're like a thigh.
Rogan pointed out that Pacquiao's quickness, his sense of timing, and his long experience helped him beat younger fighters and stay truly special.
World titles in what, 8 divisions?
8 divisions, 13 or
Crazy.
14 world titles.
Crazy.
It will never be done again.
Crazy.
And as much as you want to see records broken, and I want to break records, that man is a one of.
The Atlas has a lot of respect for Manny Pacquiao's special place in boxing history. He believes great a fighter is especially not for someone like Manny.
Manny is one of a kind, and I would not bet. I wouldn't be shocked to see him do something that is very, very, could be, very unlikely that at 46 years of age that he could.
Atlas also says that Pacquiao works with experienced experts, trainers, doctors, and former champions. These people would never let him put his health at risk if they really thought he was not ready. They have watched him train and have noticed something remarkable.
Camp, and that they've seen something special. They've seen a 46-year-old that maybe they thought when camp started, hey, this is wrong. But it's Manny Pacquiao we're going to go along with and see how it looks. And then all of a sudden they say, oh my God, it's possible. Oh my God, Manny, you're starting to make me think maybe it's possible. I'm going to hope that he's got people around him of that ilk, of human beings, not just professionals, but human beings that have seen something to continue to go forward with this fight. Or if they didn't, would have said, you know what? No, I can't be part of this. So just on that alone, I'm gonna have hope for them. I'm gonna give.
Roy Jones Jr. admires fighters who truly study boxing, and he sees Manny Pacquiao as a master of ring intelligence. Roy says Pacquiao's skill at controlling angles, managing space, and using the whole ring is the best there is. He adds that Manny has never stopped training. Even when not fighting, he stays in top shape. If he can bring that same training performance into the ring and keep up his energy and speed for all 12 rounds, Roy believes Pacquiao really can win.
A lot of people have lost the art of footwork. Not many people have footwork. So if you see a guy go out and box like you'll never see in today's time too often, a guy go out and box like Sugar Ray Leonard boxed Marvin Hagler. He moved around, he fought when it was time, he moved when it was time. He understood how to use the whole ring to get a victory. Now guys don't do that. Pac-Man, fortunately, is one of those guys who knows how to use the ring. Nowadays, with how things go, and with Manny being who Manny is, if Manny can get to 12 rounds.
For Roy, it is no longer just about natural ability. It is about smart fighting, staying power, and making the right moves. And Manny still does well in all of those areas.
Manny has one of the bigger outputs for any fighter of any era.
Right.
He's a guy that don't mind throwing 3 and 4 and 5 punches at a time. He's not one of those guys that won't throw 4 or 5 punches if he see it. That being said, the only concern I have is how will his legs.
That said, my only worry is how well his legs will hold up. David Benavidez calls Pacquiao the perfect example of a complete fighter. He says what sets Manny apart is not just his speed or power, but how skilled he is in every area. From footwork and punch combinations to defense and awareness in the ring, Pacquiao does everything well. But what really catches Benavidez's attention is Manny's drive. Every move, every punch, and every workout is full of energy and purpose. His training camp shows that same intensity with tough preparation, sparring, and discipline. Benavidez believes that this mix of passion, all-around skill and power, is what still makes Manny a dangerous opponent.
Is that he does everything so good. He has great footwork, he has good ring IQ, good defensive slips, good combinations, and I think most importantly of all, he's in there willing to go to war with anybody. So that's really what makes him more important. The most special thing about him is his spirit and his will to fight. I think Manny Pacquiao at age 46 is going to look amazing in my opinion. He has all the experience in the world. He's seen every single fighter, and if he's coming back at 46, is because he definitely wants to come back and win another world title. I think that one of the oldest world champions has been Bernard Hopkins when he fought at age 49. So, Pacquiao is barely 46 right now.
Jim Lampley called it a clever move by Floyd Mayweather to not challenge Manny earlier in his career. Lampley said Mayweather chose to wait 11 years before fighting Pacquiao again, and that this was a planned decision. It gave time for Pacquiao to get older while Mayweather stayed in his best shape. Lampley stressed that this long wait gave Mayweather a big edge in physical peak reaction time and overall readiness. He noted that in boxing, timing and age can change a fighter's performance a lot. Waiting for your opponent to slow down just a little while keeping your own top form is a smart tactic that is rarely talked about openly in the sport. Many fans find it both smart and unfair.
Thing, but also a devious thing. Waiting until Pacquiao was older, waiting until he slowed down, and then
devious is not illegal in boxing.
It's encouraged.
Yeah, in any entrepreneurial sport, devious is not illegal.
No,
devious can be an asset.
That's how you retire with a 50-0
I give
record.
Floyd credit for brilliance. Okay,
yeah.
Floyd wasn't just a smart fighter. Floyd was a brilliant fighter. He was on his own level, and so much so, in any matchup between the great counterpuncher and the great attacker, that the counterpuncher has the advantage. He's got more options. He's got more ways of winning. The attacker has.
All right, everyone. Stay tuned for the latest in boxing news, highlights, events, and stories. Subscribe to and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Be sure to watch our other videos too. Until next time, take care and stay safe.